Alrighty folks, welcome to another video. We're going to freestyle a little bit in this one because something interesting just happened in relation to the Call of Duty franchise, and that is something that me and a lot of other people in the gaming community have been screaming for quite some time now. Activision has released a statement stating, "We hear you. We shouldn't be releasing Call of Duties every single year. It doesn't make sense, and we don't know why we're doing it anymore because the quality of our games is highly repetitive and has suffered because of it." Go figure. So this tweet broke roughly 24 hours ago for me at the time of recording this video. Now, by the time this video is published, this will have been news for a little while. All the, Call of Duty accounts, Charlie Intel, Modern Warzone, all those guys have been, tweeting the same thing. But I'm going to read here exactly what the post was. And I believe this was tweeted on the main Activision account as well in a variety of forms. This little snippet right here, our strategy going forward is changing for the Call of Duty franchise. We will no longer do back-to-back releases of Modern Warfare or Black Ops games. The reasons are many, but the main one is to ensure we provide an absolutely unique experience each and every year. It's kind of crazy that it's taken this long to finally realize that releasing the same product every year as if it's something new isn't going to work forever. We will drive innovation that is meaningful, not incremental. While we aren't sharing those plans today, we do look forward to doing so when the time is right. Now, in all honesty, man, as somebody who has a love-hate relationship with Call of Duty and who has for a long time now, it's good to see that this is happening, but this is something that Activision has done before. I don't really remember the exact timeline, but there was a point in time where they adopted this 2 to 3 year development cycle and then subsequently abandoned it a few years later. So will this last? I have no idea. I hope it does, but it's unique in that it represents something interesting. Now, this may be just a little bit of speculation, conjecture, call it what you will, but one of the reasons why it's so interesting is that it has to indicate how poorly Black Ops 7 performed. Now, I'm not going to list off a bunch of reasons about why I don't like Black Ops 7 or the Black Ops series as a whole. I've got videos on my channel that have done that, and we have mentioned them slowing down in our more recent Call of Duty breakdowns. But whether you enjoy the game or not, whether you love the game or not, I think it's very indicative of the fact, and again, there's no data in this video supporting this. I don't know if there's data out there supporting this at all yet, but it's indicative of the fact that this game more than likely did not perform well at all. That the reviews were overwhelmingly negative, mixed at best, and the sentiment for what Call of Duty is and how eager people are to play Call of Duty at this point in time is probably about as low as it ever has been. Now, you can look at that and say, yeah, well, Arc Raiders and Battlefield 6 and all this, yes, that is true. It was a heavily competitive time for Call of Duty Black Ops 7 to release. Escape from Tarkov 1.0 came out a month later. There were several games in the shooter space that were going to be clamoring for attention. However, even if those games had not come out, I just still don't think that Black Ops 7 would have been perceived in an overwhelmingly positive light. Yes, it may have sold more units because it was the newest shooter on the market to buy, but I think that this sentiment runs a lot deeper with shooter gamers, especially Call of Duty fans, than, oh, it's just competition, that's why this is happening, it was a bad time, the game didn't really do that well. No, I think it's actually because we've been getting the same product every single year with very little, if any, innovation at all. In some cases, it seems like we're actually reverting backwards and degrading the level of innovation for the sake of just saying, hey, here you go, we released a game, we gave you what you wanted. Whether you like this game or not, it's all over the place, and I feel like that's pretty well agreed upon across most most people who have played Black Ops 7. It's a very unique place in the Black Ops franchise as a title. So hopefully what this is indicating here, folks, is that upon the release, the development, of course, of Modern Warfare 4, or whatever they decide to call it, it's already underway. We know that. That's more than likely going to be the next game if everything follows suit, tried and true to Call of Duty tradition. So hopefully what that means is after Modern Warfare 4 releases, we have some time to breathe with the game. And I'm not just talking about multiplayer or the campaign. Warzone, which is one of the only lifebloods left of the Call of Duty franchise, the ongoing live service that is Warzone. Let us breathe with Warzone. But not only that, actually update the game. Include map rotations, large and small. Include content that includes new events, new maps. Take, maps that people aren't enjoying out, put new ones in, develop more, different ways to play with different guns, quality of life features. Develop that game and let it breathe for a little while. Saying here's Verdansk, a game that the series originally released with 6 years ago. Oh, and here comes the new game and we're going to include 2 new points of interest and we're not going to touch it again for 6 months. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it's not how you're going to continue to feed and garner attention through your game. So when you take this next step into this longer life cycle and developing what you're calling quality, value over incremental products, actually develop out those products, man. Update them, develop new stuff for them, take things out people aren't enjoying, everything I just said. Give them time to breathe, to flourish. And then after some years have gone by and other games have kind of come out and we've gotten to experience those and it's about time for a new Call of Duty, okay, new Call of Duty time. Because right now, I've said it once and I'll say it a million times, man, right now the model for this franchise, for this game, it's not good. It is so stale and boring and stagnant and the same rinse and repeat crap that we have had year after year after year after year. I compare it to buying a new iPhone all the time because that's exactly what it's like. You get an iPhone 16, the very next Christmas, the iPhone 17 is out. Oh, look, it's got a better camera. It has 3 lenses instead of 2. And then the next one will have 4 camera lenses instead of 3. It's the same thing every single year. It's just wrapped in a new box, it's a new color, and oftentimes it's more expensive for something that's equal or less in value. And I do think that games like Arc Raiders and Battlefield 6, regardless of how you feel about those games, do deserve credit in some capacity for this happening. This didn't happen inside of a Call of Duty bubble. This wasn't because some guys and gals in the Call of Duty boardroom meetings decided, you know what, we've been doing this for a little while now and not much has changed. I feel like we should probably start to think about how we could pivot. No, that's not how this happened. This was a direct result of games that came out at the same time that absolutely blew Call of Duty out of the freaking water, completely out of the conversation, to the point to where no one was discussing it, no one was playing it, no one was buying it. And they saw that. They saw the sentiment of what it was online, they saw the sales numbers, they saw how everybody felt about the game, and they figured, well shit, I guess we probably have to do something about this. This is what happens when good games enter the market. It makes other games become better. This would have never happened if Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders had not released. You bet your freaking bottom dollar. This would not have been said by anyone at that company had those 2 games not been released. I guarantee it. When you allow the marketplace to work the way it's supposed to, and good games do come along and they're allowed to flourish and be what they are, creatively, technically, all of that, it makes other games in that free market better. It's the same thing with any other product that we have, buy and sell. Where this ultimately ends up leading, I don't know. Again, we know what the next game is going to be. We will have to see what comes of that game and then what their plan is to support that game and its updates, as well as how long they actually plan to take off before developing or releasing the next one. In my opinion, it should be a minimum of 3 years. years. I don't see the need for a new Call of Duty every 2 years. At 1 year old, a game is not old. You can update it with all sorts of content. All sorts of content can be added to a game in a year to keep it fresh and to keep it thriving. I think at minimum, you give it 3 years and then you plan to release another one. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. That's just my opinion. I would love to see these guys stand behind what they're saying and actually drive that forward with intention to develop, to increase the quality of life, to make Warzone better, to make Call of Duty better as a whole, to give us something that feels like a breath of fresh air without shoving the next one down our throats as soon as we've cracked open the new one.